All right, let's talk about Echo, the new Marvel show on Disney Plus, which all 5 episodes dropped on one day. And when people heard about that, like everybody was like, "Oh, this show's not going to be any good at all." And then the first trailer came out for the show, and of like which showed Kingpin beating up that like the guy with the at the ice cream stand, and yeah, and from that, everyone was excited about it. Everyone was saying, "Oh, the show looks like it's going to be pretty good." And after watching the show, all 5 episodes, I would say the show is just fine. I would put it at that. It's just fine. It's nothing special, but yeah, it's all right. It's all right. And the character of Echo, Maya Lopez, which she premiered in the Hawkeye show, like I wasn't really excited about her show when they announced it because I wasn't really attached to her character that much. She wasn't written well enough in Hawkeye for me to be excited about her show. But yeah, I would say, yeah, I really liked her in this show. I mean, it's an Echo show. She's got to be really good in it. And yeah, she's great in it. And Alakwa Cox is great in the role. Her action is great in this. And it's believable because of her size. That she has like a very formidable size. She's intimidating. Yeah, she's great in it. Like her acting is really good in the role. So like she's better than a lot of like people who aren't deaf because she's actually deaf in real life. And yeah, and the character is deaf, and yeah, she was really good. She really conveyed emotion really well in the show. So yeah, I thought she was great in this, and yeah, I would love to see her in more roles other than this because yeah, she was great, and her interactions with her family and Kingpin in the show was great. You got the like ASL in the show, like the sign language, like that was all like really well done too, and everyone in the show with who she interacted with the different family members, they had like a different. It was kind of like they did ASL like differently, like if that makes sense. But I felt like their interactions were differently with sign language, so I thought that was cool. And of course, Vincent D'Onofrio returning as Kingpin. Wilson Fisk in this, yeah, he was really good too. I would think he's way better in this than his appearance in Hawkeye. Like not to say he had a bad performance in Hawkeye. I just felt like he was written very very cartoonish in Hawkeye. But here they give you kind of that brutal personality from Kingpin here, and they also give you kind of like a caring fatherly side to Fisk. And I know they showed you a caring side to him in Daredevil too, with like Vanessa. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more of him in Daredevil Born Again. If that show ever, I guess, comes be because they're doing reshoots for that show. But hopefully the reshoots fix whatever was wrong with the show, I guess, or filming the show. And Daredevil. Speaking of Daredevil, there is a cameo of Daredevil in here very early on, first episode of the show. It's a very small cameo. He's in there for a fight scene, which is really great, but that's his only time in here, so you don't really see much of him. But from what you do see, yeah, he is great. Where we see Daredevil pop in, so yeah, I thought that was cool. And with the supporting characters, I thought they were all pretty good. Like the grandmother, played by Tantu Cardinal, who has been in other movies. Like I've seen her in other movies. Like she was really good. She was definitely a standout in this. You got Graham Greene, who is also another like Native American who is an actor who's been in a lot of other roles. So I thought he was really good. He was kind of like the grandfather figure to Maya. It's like I think it was like the boyfriend or ex-boyfriend of the grandmother. So yeah, he was good too. You got Chase Spencer, which was also a character that was actually stood out in this show. Also, I thought he was pretty good as like her uncle. So yeah, Chase Spencer. I think he's like in a Twilight movie, I think. And also Zahn McClarnon, if I'm pronouncing it right. He returned as her father. Played her father in the I guess the flashbacks to Hawkeye. So he's in here with flashbacks in here. So yeah, he's been in a lot of movies and TV shows also. So he's cool. And then she's also got a cousin that brings in a bit of comedy to the show. And his name is Biscuits also. It's a goofy name, but he's played by Cody Lightning. He's good. I think he's good because in the show, he feels very real. He feels more real than like a character like that Michael Pena plays in Ant-Man. Not that I dislike that character, but I feel like the character Biscuits in this show, he felt very real. Like I feel like I have like friends or family that are just like this like character. So yeah, I thought he was good too. So yeah, supporting cast was good, and the Native American Choctaw culture in this, I thought it was really nice to see in this. And coming off of What If, where we did have a Native American like episode in there, so yeah, it's really cool to see Marvel go into stories like this, and yeah, representing like the Native American culture that we see in here, and them like the show diving into Maya's ancestors. That added a lot of gravitas to the show also. So yeah, I thought all that was great with the Native American culture in this show. I think the main problem with the show though is the story, because it doesn't feel like it's enough. It's not a bad story. Like, it didn't leave me cringing at the storytelling or what happened in the story, but it just left me unsatisfied at the end. Like, when it ended, I was like, okay, that's it. That's all we're gonna get right here. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like a part of the story got cut out, and from what I've been hearing, I think there is some of the story that got cut out, and like it was gonna be a longer show. Like they initially planned it to be 8 episodes or 9 episodes. Then it got cut down to 6 and then 5. So yeah, it felt like there was a part of the story that was missing in this. So yeah, the story was very much lacking for me. But there are elements there that I thought were very positive, as I mentioned before. And also, I think there's a little bit too much hype around the TVMA rating. That's what this was getting, because I feel like that was kind of underwhelming. Like, I feel like it's definitely not as violent as the Netflix show. It's way like the Netflix shows are way more violent. Like Daredevil, Luke Cage, Punisher, all those shows are way more violent. There's way more blood in this or in those shows. Like, this one, it probably has a little bit more like violence and blood than Secret Invasion. So yeah, it's better though. Secret Invasion, like this is way better than Secret Invasion. I don't want to compare it that much. This is way better. But yeah, I just feel like, okay, this isn't like, the fight scenes were great. There's some blood in there, but for a TVMA rating, it didn't really like, I feel like it didn't really garner that at all. And maybe it's Disney Plus. Disney Plus is like, yeah, this is too violent for Disney standards. So yeah, we're gonna make it TVMA. But that's not a big gripe as opposed to the story. Like, more blood doesn't make the story that much better. Like, it adds to like the brutality, but I feel like this is not a big gripe at all. It still was brutal in these fight scenes right here. So yeah, overall, I am like lukewarm on the show. Like, I enjoyed it for the most part. Like, I liked it, but it's kind of forgettable. I think it's kind of forgettable in some parts. But yeah, Echo, Maya Lopez, she was great. Like Alakwa Cox, she was great in the role as Echo. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more of her down the line. Like, hopefully see like a season 2 that's much better than this. And yeah, we'll see if she pops up in any other shows or movies. Yeah, because I want to see more of her. And seeing the family, I thought the family in this show I thought was great. Kingpin, Vincent D'Onofrio, we're getting more of him in Daredevil, Born Again. So yeah, can't wait to see more of him. And the Choctaw culture in this, I thought, yeah, that was superb also. So yeah, but the story just left me, it just left more to be desired for me. So yeah, tell me what you thought about Echo. Did you enjoy the show, or are we just like me, and were you just thinking it's okay? So yeah, tell me down below. And yeah, until next time, I'll see y'all later. Bravo out.